This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
What's going on, everybody? This is NTAT, bringing you our first deck list of Set 5. Today we're bringing our first Darth Maul deck. We've got Darth Maul on the Force Blue base, just the basic on attack. If you attack with the Force unit, create the Force. And this deck was made by Sean. This is going to be his first deck of Set 5, and he's going to be working on it throughout the whole set.
Yeah, honestly thinking that it can go pretty far, based on first impressions, just kind of looking through it, seeing how the abilities clash. A lot of great first turn plays, Acolyte of the Beyond, Karis, and Secret of Stage, just kind of get that force rolling with that base and just try to get Maul's ability off as much as possible.
Yep, a couple of first turn force units. Be able to, you got Acolyte of the Beyond, Karis, and Secret of Sage, all to guarantee that you generate the force and get the Maul ability up as soon as you can. And then in combination with the Maul ping being able to spread out damage, you got Force Throw and Force Choke to be able to get ahead early and just start swinging in for damage. On turn 2, you got Fifth Brother and Ogdo Bogdo, both really good statted units, being able to get into a lot of damage.
If really needed, we can play Power of the Dark Side and Whirlwind of Power. Lightsabers, never want to play them on the turn 1 play.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to play the lightsabers unless you're forced to. They're really exclusively for the powerful Maul flip, or in combination with the Darth Maul that can attack 2 units, especially powerful with the Maul's lightsaber, which gives him overwhelm for both of those attacks. The Fifth Brother and the Ogdo Bogdo synergize really well with Darth Maul's ping, allowing you to get Ogdo Bogdo to be able to attack, because he can't attack unless he's damaged, and Fifth Brother gains raid 1 for every damage on him.
Yeah, and Fifth Brother on attack, he can ping himself and ping a ground unit. And since that's on attack, you can actually boost his attack before swinging into base.
So on top of the possible Maul ping into him, you're getting another ping, allowing him to swing in for what's 4 damage and deal at least 2 damage to enemy units total between those two. We got a little bit of a control package too with the Power of the Dark Side and the Whirlwind of Power. That works really well with the Maul ping and the Force Throws and Chokes, all sorts of stuff.
Turn 4, nothing to shy away from. That's kind of where you're starting to get into where things are starting to get pretty serious. We have Darth Tyrannus, in case if there was a ground unit giving you any amount of trouble, say Yaddle, Yoda. We're just killing the 2 little green frogs,
Tyrannus coming out, getting rid of something, and staying up. It's really strong. You got the Scimitar, being able to, once again, with the pinging synergy of Maul, being able to ping your own unit, bringing up to 6 attack, swinging into base really, really well. You're just going straight to the base, dealing a lot of damage. And then there's the Karis.
Talzin's Assassin.
Oh, Talzin's Assassin. Karis is the first turn play. Talzin's Assassin being able to control some of the, the enemy side of the board while still getting you a little bit of damage with the 4 attack. Got the dragons in there for the later game matchups.
Yep. The most ideal turn 5 play ever, Darth Maul. There's no question about it, because if you can have Darth Maul and then flip your leader Darth Maul, that really gives them, a dilemma. Do you kill the leader or do you kill the unit? No matter what, Maul's lightsaber.
You still have an option with the Maul's lightsaber, yeah.
Kiadi, he's there.
He's just a high-statted unit, and it gives you a little bit of card draw, because you can run thin in this deck where you're playing a lot of cheap cards like the Force Choke, the Force Throw, the lightsabers. You're playing a lot of cheaper stuff, playing a lot of cards, so having the extra draw power in some matches can really swing it. And then the 2 Rivals Falls for, opponent flips, just to keep yourself ahead. And the 1 Darth Vader, just because we got a Prestige.
A Prestige foil, a $200 card. And because I love Darth Vader. Sideboard, that's more or less looking into your Akira matches with an extra Whirlwind of Power, extra Rivals Fall, 3 Entrenches to try and deal with Avenger and Annihilator and Devastator. The 1 card that's in there that is for any other game is Bombing Run, and that is for that Darth Vader deck.
So we'll get right into the games. These are our weekly games that we had, and we did pretty well. I think we went 3-1, or you went 3-1 at the end of it.
Yeah, we did. I did pretty good. I believe you also did pretty good. You didn't film it.
I did the same. Yeah, 3-1 as well. So we'll get right into game 1
and go into the files.
All right, opening up the first game, we've got Maul versus Gar Saxon. Gar Saxon's a bit of an old leader, especially he's not using any of the Force stuff here. Let's see.
He's way back in Shadows. So.
Starting off with the Secret of Sage. Just a first turn Force unit. 2/2 shielded, pretty strong, and being able to generate the force for you. He goes in with the Krennic.
Yeah, giving that shield, and then due to Gar-Saxon's ability, making him a 3/2.
Yeah, that's really strong. But in the matchup right now, where you have the Secret of Sage, it doesn't really do well to trade with units or anything like that. But it will give him a little bit of an advantage on the damage side.
Yeah, and then throwing away Coyote Mundi because, the ideal play is Darth Maul, and it's just not time for him to come out yet.
You can go straight to base with Secret of Sage, putting you at 2 damage or putting him at 2 damage on his base. See how he goes.
Yeah, and just trying to generate that force.
Oh yeah, generating the force token is always important for the Maul deck. He goes right away with the 3 damage. I bet he doesn't want to get the shield pinged off before getting the value.
Throwing down Fifth Brother, just trying to get that raid.
Yeah, he's got the when played, you can deal the 1 damage to the unit and 1 damage to another unit. Oh, not when played, on attack. Yeah.
Yep. Inferno 4. I played Blue Piet. Can never go wrong with it. Just trying to get to whatever card you may need.
Inferno 4 being able to be played for 1 due to Krennic's ability of reducing the cost.
Oh, yeah. I didn't pick onto that.
So he still has 2 resources up. We'll see if he has something else to play this turn.
Went in with the Maul ping. Ping that damage onto Fifth Brother, and then
he does have something else to play. He's got the Greedo there. He could have played both regardless of the Krennic ability.
Yeah, and then it looks like we went next with me claiming. Usually something you don't see in the Maul deck. Throwing down Acula. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, putting the Accolade. No? Yeah, putting the Accolade. Actually, putting the Force Throw, which is an interesting choice, but I think that's because you were probably going to go with...
Wait, nope, it's back. There we go. As indecisive as ever, aren't I?
All right, we'll see. First action, what are we going to do here? We got swinging with the brother, the Fifth Brother, pinging himself and pinging the Greedo to get rid of him right away. It's a little bit of a gamble here because he could deal the damage and defeat the Fifth Brother, but it doesn't look like he triggers it.
I believe he does. He was just getting the damage off.
No, I mean, he doesn't get the trigger off.
Oh, yeah, he does. Because there's the unit. Yeah, I mean, it was either that or take 3 damage to face or base, and you don't want that.
Asteroid Sanctuary comes out. He gets to exhaust your Secret of Sage while upgrading.
They're giving a shield to a unit that costs 3 or less. It's all just a matter of which unit.
He puts it on the Inferno 4, I think, trying to just keep the pressure up in space, I think, just because you already have the board state on the ground.
But yeah, then that Maul ping comes in where I ping Krennic and the shield off, so didn't really see much.
Instantly negating the value. Force Throw comes out. We've all been talking about it. Everyone knows it's very strong right now. See what he discards.
Defender of the Wills.
That is not Guardian of the Wills.
I believe that's... I can't see it from there. But it was enough to take out Inferno 4 in the end, so I'm assuming it was a 2-cost card. 3? Oh, 3. Oops, that's my fault. Yeah.
The Force Throw goes ahead and gets rid of the Accolade, or
Inferno 4.
The Inferno 4. Proxy ability again, but now the board state is entirely in your favor.
Hey, which is the way we like it in Maul.
That's what Maul's ideally going to do for you. Get you ahead early and get a lot of damage out. He just goes in right away with the Krennic, because he was going to die if he didn't, so...
Yeah, but I mean, if he had played on Fifth Brother, he could have really avoided the amount of damage that Fifth Brother's about to be dealing. Maul's lightsaber is a +4, +2. Even when not played on Darth Maul, it's still a good thing to have.
See, if he has the bounce, it's a little risky here, but he doesn't. He has 7 Fleet Defender, which is not a bad play, but it's definitely not what you want to see here. When you're this behind. Acolyte goes in, generates the Force, 2 damage to base.
Yep, the idea here was to try and ping Fifth Brother again. An idea that goes quite well.
Fifth Brother goes right to base. Let's see if he pings himself for the extra.
He actually goes to sleep because of the Cartel Spacer.
Oh, the Cartel Spacer comes out and slows him down.
Yep. Maul pinging regardless. Yeah, I mean...
Secret of Sage right to base. 2 more damage. That's 10 damage on his base so far, and he has nothing to do against the fifth brother right now.
It looks like we got rid of a Karis there. I mean, at that point, it's past our time in the game. But yeah, ultimately gotta see. We have Kayati and a Force Choke in hand, and a Rival's Fall. That easily balances it out.
10 to 10.
And then there's that.
The swing from the fifth brother, and he does choose to ping himself here, and pings off the shield from the Secret of Sage because it has to be a ground unit. No, he pings the Acolyte, which is probably the better idea there. And he does have the when defeated ability as well. So there is that. I mean, that's swinging in for a total of 9 damage to base, putting in the total at 19 on the Gar Saxon's base.
Yeah, Maul ability, just trying to stall for turns, because that Maul flip is going to be very important during this game.
Rival's Fall coming out right away, getting rid of Gar Saxon immediately. Not getting any value out of him, which is very big for this turn. Already ahead and just not letting him even get his leader flip to work. He responds with the Director Krennic. Not what you want to see here. He's so far behind. It's already 21 damage on his base. This is exactly what you want to see out of the Maul, and we haven't even attacked with all of their options. And that's not game.
Not quite game. He's not using a Force base quite yet, but still pinging that shield off Krennic because of Maul's ability. Honestly, don't know why I didn't keep pinging Fifth Brother. I believe
you want to keep him alive here, most likely. You don't want him to get too low and give him too many options to kill him with.
Yeah, but it was 28. Secret of Sage or Acolyte could have finished it off at that point. Got to see how he responds to this. I mean, with complete board state, nothing short of a Super Laser Blast could save him.
And we're not even on the resources to do that.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even make it to that point, which is what you want to see.
That's what you want to see from Maul. And that's game. He scoops. Going on to game 2. We start off with it looks like Secret of Sage and a fifth brother again, the same opening as last time, but this time you've got the Karis, or the Talzin's Assassin in hand as well.
Yep. Honestly, if you can start with Secret of Sage, start with Secret of Sage. It's a 2/2 shielded. You don't want it to die.
Yeah. One of the better cards to come out of this set for a first turn option. It's a Force 2/2 shielded. It's basically the what's it called?
Crafty Smuggler.
The Crafty Smuggler, just better because it has the Force tag.
Definitely better for this set. Crafty Smuggler was really, really good back when I played Cad Bane.
Oh yeah, he does have the Cad Bane. He comes out with the Hotshot Blaster, immediately buffing him up and going right to base. This does present a little bit of a problem here for you, but you do have the cars to be able to give him -3 next turn through that shield.
Yep, Talzin's Assassin is...
Talzin's Assassin.
Talzin's Assassin is quite well. Fifth Brother, can never go wrong with him. And I mean, honestly, he's just a scary card to have on the field. He may not seem like a big threat at first, but as you saw last game, he becomes a threat.
He can snowball out of control for certain if they don't deal with him.
I chose to hold my Force. So yeah, but Talzin's Assassin coming right to that front card spot. That's usually what you can tell when I'm going to play, unless if planes tend to change.
It was an interesting decision to keep both of the Force Chokes in such a space-heavy deck. Because, as you know, the Force Choke can't be used on a non-ground unit.
Yeah, and then there he is, Voltroning Krennic with all those upgrades, but I had Krennic swinging for 6, I believe.
But here you use Mother Talzin and get rid of him right away, because even being buffed up, he still doesn't have more than 3 health. Talzin's Assassin.
Yeah, and it seems like he went to go into my fifth brother there. Definitely tell last round stuck with it. 7th Fleet Defender, shielded, can never go wrong.
2 to base with Secret of Sage, generating the Force again, and then right into the Maul ping, getting rid of the upgrade. Such a bad matchup for Gar Saxon. Being able to get rid of all the shields he plays every single turn is just such a big swing. So we go ahead and resource the Acolyte. Get ready for the next round. And as things stand, you have the big advantage on board, say.
Yeah, and as you can see in my hand right there, there's Halzin's Assassin. Just getting ready for the opportunity to come out and deal with that 7th Fleet. Unless if he plays something next turn that I can take out.
See what he go ahead and responds with. Being so far behind, you want to see something big come out here by him. And he does get out the Ewing Lander. When played 3 experiences tokens to this unit, and when it completes an attack, he can give one of those experience tokens to another friendly unit. So he actually comes out as a 6/5 because of the bonus from Gar Saxon. And we respond just right back to base with the Talzin's Assassin. Bring the total to 8/8 after the 7th Fleet Defender swings in. We respond right back-to-back Talzin's Assassins, getting rid of the 7th Fleet Defender, the only real option to get rid of there. And then again with the Secret of Sage, the Maul Ping. And then I believe that's the next phase.
Oh, it looks like I took back the Maul Ping. 1 damage to one of my units, not to even get rid of a shield.
Not really worth it.
It's definitely questionable.
Going up to 5 resources here, and we do have the Darth Maul to play. Oh no, we're going up to 6 here. Yeah, so going up to 6 resource. It's leader flip turns. We'll see how it goes. The damage on base is actually very close, even though the board state isn't looking like it.
Yeah, I mean, with that unit swinging in for 6 every attack,
he's got 6 threatened on board and a leader flip, and you've got 10.
And a leader flip as well.
Goes ahead and looks like his first action will be to flip Gar Saxon. And just forward a base right away, keeping up the aggression, just trying to get straight to his base and not give him any chance to retaliate. They go in with the 6, bring the totals even at 14-14 on bases.
Yeah, I may have had the advantage in numbers, however, he definitely had the advantage in that one big unit.
And he doesn't choose to. He doesn't choose to move one of the experience tokens. I don't know if he can.
It's a eligible vehicle unit.
Ah.
Which is why we took so long to talk about it, me and him. That's why we took a little while. Because he originally wanted to transfer it to Gar Saxon.
He brings out Asteroid Sanctuary, tapping down the Secret of Sage for the 2nd game in a row. And he can't actually give anything a shield token because it has to be a unit that costs 3 or less.
Yeah, Saxon into base, tying it back up.
18-18. We see the Maul flip come out here. We don't have any upgrades in hand. So we'll see how this goes. He comes out with the Shuttle ST, and he moves one of the experience tokens.
When played, you may take control of a token upgrade on a unit. Yeah, so
he brings it over to his Gar Saxon. So even though he couldn't use it on his hack ability, he still gets it out with the shuttle. Then we do have the Rival's Fall in hand. It's a little bit too late to get rid of the Gar Saxon before he could attack, but it might be the best option here.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the original idea. It's like, oh, he's going to upgrade Gar Saxon. He plays upgrades. Let's Rival's Fall him once he has an upgrade on him, make him waste way more of his resources. Yeah, he did not upgrade him at all.
Here comes out the Rival's Fall, getting rid of Gar Saxon. 23-18, both close, and because of the difference in the base health, it's actually a lot closer than you'd think. It's only 2 HP point difference.
Yeah, because I was 10 damage away from death. He was 7. But then again, board state more than in my favor at this point in time.
All right, readying up. This is actually coming out to be a close game. He's got a lot of damage on board, and so do you.
I mean, with yellow, you're mostly fearing for your life over Surprise Strike, Snapshot Reflexes could have even...
A whole lot of pump options for yellow, yeah?
There he goes, tying up the game again.
Brings right back in, bringing it to 23-23 on base. Sean is within 5 points of death, but he's only threatening 4. So if he has the pump here, he takes the game. If not, then we'll be going on to the next round. Let's see if he has it.
Yeah, you can Certainly till at this point, I am trying to look for options. Those cards aren't getting any differenter. I like how I held on to the 2 force chokes the whole game.
Not even resourcing one of them.
Like it's a vehicle deck. You can't force choke a vehicle.
Looks like he's folded. There it is. And then moving on to the next round. We've got Kanan Jarrus versus Darth Maul this round. Kanan is not using the force base. Kanan can give a tap 1, pay 1. Or tap the leader to pay 1 and give a shield token to a creature, or is it...
It's creature or specter.
Creature or specter unit.
Yeah, opening up with...
Karis versus Queel. And Queel's really good, especially in the double blue, because on attack, you discard the top card of your deck, and if it has a matching aspect with your base, you get to draw it. So in a double blue deck, almost every card you'll see is going to be blue. So it's basically on attack, draw a card.
Yep, and there you see it. He draws entrenched. I was honestly... Double blue, I mean, there's chances to see Vigilance.
You can see a lot of restore in double blue, and that's something you're worried about in Maul, and there's a lot of control and a lot of options to combat Maul. So we'll see how it goes. Spending the 3 to get out the Ogdo Bogdo, definitely a big swing early with the Maul ping.
Yeah, but him having Ezra, which on attack gives an experience token to a specter or creature unit, it could be bad.
It can go really bad if you leave them up. They can end up getting shields and experience tokens.
Yeah, and I mean, same thing with Fifth Brother. You let it get out of control, you're going to have a bad time.
What do we resource here? We resource the Ogdo Bogdo because we already have the one out. And the ping has him activated. We didn't ready the leader. He should be ready. That's a little bit of an error. I think we're going to ready up. Yep, there it is.
It takes me a while.
And then 2 to base with Queel right away. The Restore 1 coming in. Putting him ahead and drawing him another card. Looks like he gets a Bendu there. The double blue, I think 6-cost Sentinel with the on attack that the next creature unit you play costs 2 less.
I mean, he's just a big bodied Sentinel too. 7 HP.
Yeah, very strong card. See if he gets to that point.
But yeah, swinging in with Ogdo, just trying to get as much damage as possible.
You want to move fast against the double blue. Plays out the Dune, very strong. Let's see, when the regroup phase starts, give an experience token to each non-vehicle. The Force Choke comes out, gets rid of the Ezra right away.
Honestly, I would have swung in with Ezra first. Tried to just get a random experience token onto a unit.
Yeah, but he couldn't because he didn't have another creature or specter.
I believe Queel
is not a creature. Queel is a human being. Well, he's not human, but he's an alive sentient being. He's a fringe.
Yeah, fringe. Never mind, I can see it now. Anyway,
throwing called Queel a creature. We'll see. All right, we get the ping from the on attack.
Yep, with the Fallen Lightsaber and then Maul's ability. Had to play Fallen Lightsaber there. Not much more to do based on what I had in hand.
But it gets you the extra damage out, and that's really what you want to see into the double blue.
Yeah, because I mean, you can already tell at this point in the game. I'm at 4, he's at 11, but then again, that Doom being on the field.
Very bad, very bad. Got to get rid of it soon, but we have a lot of options for that. Let's see, we got another Fallen Lightsaber and a Rival's Fall, as well as a Ki-Adi-Mundi in hand. So I'm probably going with the Ki-Adi-Mundi this turn, just to be able to get out, the actual maximum use out of your resources.
Yep. I just gotta see what one decides to do. Yeah, I believe I was confused about Doom because I saw 2 experience tokens. I was looking through my cards and I look up, there's 2 experience tokens. I'm like, what? So he had to sit there and explain it to me because something was not going through my brain.
Doom's one of the newer cards. It can definitely be strong in a creature deck. I mean, it's already strong by itself. The problem is that it's double blue. And he brings out the Village Protectors, which isn't the best here because you have so many pinging options. You get rid of the shield very easily. But it will slow you down. Ki-Adi-Mundi comes out, so now if he plays another card, you will get to draw 2, which is very, very important sequencing there by you.
Yeah, I was originally going to swing in with Karis because, ping off the shield and then swing in. Yeah. But really wanted to restrict what he can do there with Ki-Adi.
Especially with the way that your hand's looking right now, you don't have too many options, so it'll be nice to get that draw if he does play another card this phase. See what he decides to do here.
Yeah, Rival's Fall and a Fallen Lightsaber.
Queel swings into base, restoring 1, dealing 3 now because of the experience token, and allowing to draw a Space Sentinel, which won't be very relevant in this match, but it still helps him get through the deck. Pings and then allows him to get through the Sentinel.
Yeah, Fallen Lightsaber, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're going wide or anything. It will ping you.
Spreads the damage out, pings all over, combos really well with Darth Maul's ability. And we still have Ogdo Bogdo to swing into base or to take out the unit there. We'll see what he does. $10 damage on the Kanan's base and 7 damage on Sean's.
You know, the best hand ever. I mean, yeah. I mean, he could swing in with Doom to Ogdo.
He plays the Entrenched on Doom, buffing him up, so kind of getting him out of the range to die from Ogdo, which is kind of it's a good option. But that should proc your Ki-Adi-Mundi. It doesn't look like you noticed.
Wait, no, I did. I drew 2.
Oh, did you? I didn't see.
I saw it. I was like, why am I going next? I thought I was swinging in with Ogdo, but no, I did in fact proc it. I just didn't point at it. I mean, what else are you going to do?
Getting rid of the Karis, it's really the only option. Does deal 5 back, putting him within range to die here.
And then using the Force to give him -2/-2. I don't believe it was enough to kill him, so I believe instead thought about taking it back, but then again deciding to kill Queel, it looks like.
Getting rid of the Queel because even with the -2/-2 and the damage on him and a Maul ping, it still wouldn't have been enough to defeat him. So I think the goal is next round just to get rid of him with Ogdo Bogdo.
I mean, there he goes, buffing himself up.
See, we draw another Ogdo and this him.
Darth
Tyrannus. And a Tyrannus could be good here. I think that might be enough to kill him. Let's see. 8 damage on him, and he has a total of 7, 10, 12 life. That's just enough to kill him with Darth Tyrannus if he chooses to do so.
Yeah, but I think at that point in time, I wasn't thinking. I was thinking, go to base.
I mean, you do have the 20 damage on base. It's close enough that it might not be a problem for you. And there comes out the Bendu, the Sentinel, protecting him from any options now. On attack, the next non-heroic, non-villainy card you play this phase costs 2 less. So not even a creature. It can be any card as long as it's... So basically just next blue card. Next pure blue card costs 2 less.
Yeah.
Very strong. And it's the 4/7 Sentinel. It's got a lot of HP, a lot of damage.
A lot of thought went into this turn, you can tell. Nope.
Get the 6 resources up. We got the Rival's Fall. We're getting rid of the Bendu right away. Best option you can really have. And there comes the Kanan, making you choose with that one. Shielded, while you control another creature or Spectre unit, this unit gets +2/+2. So right now he's a 5/8 shielded.
Yeah, but then that allowed me to swing into base with Ogdo Bogdo, putting him up to 25.
Forcing him to get rid of your units if he wants to have a chance at keeping the game alive.
Even then, 6 resources, my Maul can flip.
Yep, Maul can flip this turn, so we'll see if he has a response to him, or if he just waits to swing into him with Doom.
Killing Ogdo.
Getting rid of Ogdo, probably the best choice he has. And there goes Darth Maul. We'll see, I bet he would go in with Doom there, trading. And then I think at this rate, you just claim and go straight to base, finishing the game off.
Yeah, because Ki-Adi has that 5 damage. Even though I didn't get the Darth Maul unit I wanted, I mean, Ki-Adi was there.
Yep, and that'll be game because I think you have initiative there.
Yeah, I have initiative, and then, I mean...
That'll be game 1.
I put Maul in my discard pile. You know, smartest of plays.
And 5 to base. Yeah, that'll be game 2.
Moving on to game 2. Had to resource my beautiful Darth Vader. It hurt my soul.
So it looks like we get rid of Tyrannus and the Darth Vader. Having the opening of the Acolyte and Ogdo Bogdo. He starts out with the Loth Wolf. Not a bad start into you because we have the 3/3 shielded. Although with the Secretive Sage and the combination of a Maul ping, that gets rid of him without killing your first turn.
Well, I drew 2 powers.
That's always an option too, but we'll see.
Gotta see what I decided to go with.
Taps and gives him a shield. That's a powerful play. That stops you from getting rid of him right away. But you do have the option of the power of the dark side.
Yeah,
There it
I
goes.
think that's what made the decision was him wasting the resource and doing the shield. I was like, okay, this is acceptable.
Yep. Now we go 2 to base, getting the damage going right away.
Hera on board. It's a Spectre unit, so
2, 2, 3, restore 1. Not a bad stat line, but it won't. I'm not sure it'll do enough. It's not what you want to see here early on. Getting that Sentinel stick would have been really big for him.
would have been. Looks like we're at 4 resources. I decided to go back to bad habits, I guess, with the way I sorted my resources.
Spending 1 for the Force though immediately. Trying to see what we can do here with the spreading out some of this damage or getting rid of some of the units. Get rid of the Village Protectors, that's nice, and getting rid of the Hera immediately. No restore will be up for them.
No damage either. That's what you're trying to do in Maul.
3 for Ogdo Bogdo, pinging the own Ogdo, and pinging the Dune. And then 2 to base right away, bringing it up to 4.
And then restoring the Force. Yeah, I mean, he had to claim early, so that just gave me a lot of room to work with.
The Secret Stage readying up, and Ogdo Bogdo up at full power now.
Yes, a fully operational Ogdo Bogdo.
Brings out Kanan Jarrus. Pretty good. Gives him a little bit of restore options with the on attack.
Yeah, but not attacking him with Dune and allowing me to just swing right into base with him.
Bringing up the damage to 9, but now Dune does have a shield.
I mean,
but it might not matter with the Fallen Lightsaber. Such a good matchup for you yet again with the Kanan shields. You just get rid of them immediately with the pings.
And he claimed there, which just gave me all the power in the world to just run into him.
I mean, that's really the only option he has. If he's used all of the resources he had, can't do much else. Use the Force, though, here. See what he has.
He discarded a Bendu. Do you see it in the top right over there?
Oh, yeah, the top left. He discarded the Bendu. That's 6 damage. Getting rid of... Man, that's a really powerful swing there. Force throw, it's tough, man. It's tough to get around.
And now we're on 6 resources. I mean, that's where Maul comes out. We have that Fallen Lightsaber on...
The Fallen Lightsaber in hand, and as well as the Acolyte?
That is a Maul's lightsaber.
Oh, that's a Maul's lightsaber in hand, as well as the Acolyte. It's pretty much game from here. 14 damage on base. We'll see what he has. He's got the Ezra to trade into the Ogdo.
And then
see what he triggers.
Who wins.
2 healing, 2 restore off to his base. But we still have the Secretive Sage up with the Fallen Lightsaber, the Maul's lightsaber, and an Acolyte to play this turn. It's practically over for him. Nothing on board to slow you down.
Yeah, but I had to give up that pinging to all the ground units. But then again, 5 damage to base.
5 damage right to base, bringing it up to 7. And there's Bendu, and it was a smart play after all. Bring out the Acolyte, seeing what he'll do. He does flip the Kanan.
Which makes this Maul ping. Well, if I do it. Yeah, and he shielded too. That just makes the Maul ping so much more worth it.
Pinging both the Kanan Jars and the Bendu, getting a little bit of extra value from it. That's why we had the Acolyte come out first, just to stall out to make him flip his leader.
I mean, at this rate, he can't really swing into Secretive Sage because Secretive Sage had a shield.
And does 5. I don't see the thought process of going straight to base, though. If anything, he wants to slow you down here.
I mean, the only thing to do, there's Maul's lightsaber.
But the Maul lightsaber comes out anyway and swings right to Bendu.
Now, on attack, Maul gets to ping damage, so I was just really trying to rack up that overwhelm.
Yep, the extra damage to Bendu, bringing him down to 5 HP, and the 9 damage, bringing the total overwhelm to 4, putting him up to 25.
21.
Or 21. Not 25, 21.
Force and Force Choke. I mean, Force Choke for 1 is just great. But
Force Choke and Karis we'll get rid of any Sentinel he brings down, so the game's practically over here. We'll see what happens.
I mean, all it takes is Maul. Maul's dealing
single Maul
9 damage to base.
Over.
I mean, board state completely lost. The damage not even close.
It's really not where you want to be at in a double blue deck. So we'll see if he has some sort of answer, but we'll see. He does have the Fell the Dragon to get rid of the
Secretive Sage,
but that's 9 to base regardless, and that'll be game.
Yeah, moving on to
round 3. We've got Avar Kriss versus Darth Maul. A little bit of an interesting matchup. Avar Kriss is one of the most interesting leaders from this new set, in my personal opinion. She has the really strong plays of the Jedi Counselor, and she's one of the only leaders that can generate the Force that early to be able to use them on turn 2. See if they have it here. We're opening with the Karis. Very strong opening, probably your best opening with the -2/-2 on the when defeated.
Speaking of best opening,
they bring out Jedi Counselor, really powerful in the Avar Kriss. We'll see how he uses it.
Yeah, I really hoping for a Force Choke, but just don't see it.
Do have the lightsaber here. We decided to get rid of it.
I had 2 in hand.
That makes sense. We go 2 to base with Karis, immediately generating the Force. You want to get a lot of damage in very quickly in almost every matchup with Maul here. You don't want to take long, especially into Avar Kriss, where she flips on 7 to 8 resources. And yeah, you want to get ahead way before they get to that flip turn. He does use the Counselor. We'll see what he brings out here.
Well, you can bring out anything from a Poe to Eathcoth.
He brings out the Eathcoth, and with no way to kill him before he can generate the Force, this is really bad. We'll bring out the 5th brother just for the value play. And there he goes, tapping the Avar, so now he does have the Force up.
Yep, Counselor and 5th brother just trying to, rack up that damage as fast as possible.
Force throw comes out, get rid of the Acolyte, so we'll be able to deal 2 wherever he wants. We'll see where he puts it.
The obvious choice is Karis. For every damage on 5th brother, that's another raid.
That is true. But he does it to the 5th brother, so we'll see if he can get some extra damage in with that.
Which then enables me to claim, and we go next. Drawing power, and then Maul.
Resources into the Fallen Lightsaber there. Going right to base right away for 5, because the extra raid 3 gets from the 3 damage on him.
More resources, not much to say in hand. A Force Choke, a Force Throw, and then playing that Fallen Lightsaber would have been nice, but
just don't see it this time. See what we can bring out here.
Him having the Force, you can definitely see the hesitation of using power.
If you do use the power, he has the option to use the Eathcoth.
I don't know why I picked that up to check. I didn't even pick it up to crank numbers up.
We'll go 5 right in and kill the 5th brother, taking only 2 back. Does give you the option to get rid of Eathcoth, but you almost don't want to, just to deny the resourcing, but it's hard to do in a deck that can generate the Force so reliably.
I don't know why there was a ping there. I believe originally I told him, Maul ping, but I never triggered Maul ping. And then Kiadi spending that Force.
After you have no more resources to get rid of. The power of the dark sides, forcing him into getting rid of either the Jedi Counselor or the Ki-Adi-Mundi. He gets rid of the Ki-Adi-Mundi, which is probably the best play here, just to keep up the Counselor, allowing him to cheat the resources out. And he does use the Avar Kriss, still allowing him to use the Counselor. generating that force so consistently.
Don't forget claim, and then we go next. I mean, draws leave something to be
desired, but not much more you can do. That is the name of the game, is luck. We got 5 resources up, and right now we're a little behind on the board state. Jedi Counselor is a very powerful combination with Avar Kriss. And Ethkoff going right into Karis. She gives -2/-2 to the Counselor, and Ethkoff does go in as a resource, bringing them up to 6 resources now. Darth Maul comes out. No lightsabers in hand to give him any overwhelm.
Nope, not even to give him that extra ping or that extra damage. I mean, it's just Maul.
They bring out the... Oh, no. Looks like they're deciding so. Mama, we're recording.
Thanks. Come back on the app? No, maybe.
All right. Yeah, the door shut. So they do generate the force with the Avar Kriss ability, allowing them to use the Jedi Counselor yet again. It's been such a tough struggle to be able to get rid of him. He does only have 1 HP, but you don't have the force up to get rid of him with the Maul ping because of the -2/-2 from him. He uses the Counselor's ability, gets rid of the force, and plays out the mother, the daughter discounted for 3 resources. When damage is dealt to your base, you may use the force. If you do, heal 2 damage from your base. Very strong against a small deck.
And, just in Avar Kriss.
Then 1 cost, directed by the force is with you. You may play a unit from your hand, paying its cost. Alright.
Why did I take damage? The force is with you. You may play a unit from your hand. Oh, maybe that was the wrong card. A little bit more editing for you. Probably for me.
After we bring out the daughter, after he brings out the daughter, spends his last resource. To deal the combat damage to each other, 5 damage to each of them. Trying to get rid of the Maul as soon as he can. And then he spends the last resource on Sorcerous Blast. Use the force and get rid and deal the 3 damage, getting rid of the Maul, leaving you with no units on board.
Yeah, that's
absolutely brutal and not where you want to be with the Maul. They're ahead on resources, up to 6, going up to 7 next turn, and nothing on board for you to use, and only 11 damage on base.
Yeah, honestly, board state all gone. -2/-2 gone. Yeah.
Counselor still up, as well as the daughter. The ping can finish off the daughter.
Oh, but then again,
you do have the Maul flip.
And Maul's lightsaber in hand. Decided to get rid of Fell there.
Interesting decision so late in the game.
Yeah, I don't know why I chose to keep Karis over.
Well, I mean, I see why you want to keep Karis to be able to have more options, but Talzin's Assassin probably isn't the best option there to keep. Oh, at least not over Fell, which will be able to get rid of some of the threats later in the game. Mother swings into the base, generating the force. Or daughter, not mother. The daughter. Darth Maul comes out. Leader flip. The opponent is at 7 resources, so if they do use the force 2 times this phase, they are able to flip their leader. Because that would be a total of 2 force uses and 7 resources, brings him up to the 9 total he needs to flip her.
Yeah.
They do use the force using the Jedi Counselor, allowing them to play out what looks to be Obi-Wan Kenobi for only 1 resource, giving him a Sentinel option. I would have allowed him to swing into base there.
I mean, at that point, Maul's pinging. Yeah, there goes the daughter. I believe we did a damage to Obi-Wan to try and get more overwhelm.
Allowing you to get 5 overwhelm damage into base. Bringing the total up to what should be 16.
Yes, but I believe he healed with the daughter. Wait, no, he didn't.
Nope, I think they got the stat or the life totals there wrong. Because it should be 9 damage minus 4, bringing the stat total to 5 damage overwhelm.
And there's Karis generating the force. And then there's Kiadi.
Immediately bringing out Kiadi-Mundi. That brings them within range to flip their leader. And that is what they go with. And on attack, she will become an 8-10 overwhelm. See if she decides to go into the Maul or not.
I mean, you don't want to be taking 9 damage this late in the game.
They decide to go into the Maul, killing the Maul, leaving them with 1 HP remaining and overwhelming what I believe to be 3 damage. 3 damage overwhelm, bringing the life total to 7. And destroying the Maul.
Yeah, which I mean, at this point in time,
at that rate, the game looks to be over regardless of the base life totals, especially Yoda's lightsaber coming out, buffing up Kiadi-Mundi and healing 3 from his base. And just generating even more of a board presence. And the Counselor still on the board, allowing him to get anything he wants out at this rate. He could play a Crate Dragon even.
Yeah, and then I drew like that, so.
And that's just not where you want to be with that Maul, so the game's practically over here. See how it goes. Spending 3 for the Whirlwind of Power, getting rid of the Karis, or the Avar.
Yeah, at that point, just trying to do anything out of spite, but yeah, it's certainly
won't be enough to win this game though. That will be in the end of Karis. And they don't have the force to trigger it. So now no real options left to play. And they bring out the Crate Dragon just as I have foreseen. And that'll be the end of this one.
Yeah, I believe at this point I throw my cards down. Because, I mean, Crate Dragon.
Force Slow and Talzin's Assassin and Fell is not going to be enough here to bring you back into it. The Fell comes out, 4 damage goes to your base, bringing it to 15. And they are threatening 7 damage. Force, though, comes out.
Oh, no unit deal any damage, though, so.
No force unit out. Doesn't really matter. They use the force to bring out Yoda, heal another 5. Now 18 damage on the base. 7 on theirs. 18 damage on Sean's. 19 on Deshaun's. An extra 1. Can't forget about it. And generating the force.
Oh, and then what did we draw? The 5th brother in cars. I think at this point, I just say, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And he scoops, goes right next to game 2. Let's see if we can pull this one out and bring it to a game 3. Opening with the cars, and they open with the Gungi this time, so not as powerful as the Jedi Counselor, but still a strong opening. A 2-5 is not bad. Looks like we resource
Whirlwind.
The Whirlwind of Power there. Probably looking to play the Ogdo Bogdo, get the powerful unit up quick. Right, so we start off this turn paying 3 to play the 5th brother.
Is a classic.
Seen him now every game almost.
He is my favorite card. No, he's not. That Darth Maul unit is.
We'll have to see what the opponent does here. They use Avar Chris to generate the force. Go out with the force throw. Targeting the opponent here, I assume. Only have 1 card in hand, can't really target yourself.
That's my next turn play right there. Don't quite know what he got rid of, but it cost 1.
So probably force throw himself.
The Maul classic.
Ping himself and ping 1 to Kiadi. Giving 5th brother raid 1, because he gets raid 1 for each damage on. Going up to 5 resources here. Going on to resource the 5th brother, because we already have one of them down.
Oh, yes, I am.
Now, it is his turn first, so we'll go ahead and see how he opens up the turn. Yeah, I believe the Avar Chris was readied, so just going ahead and trade. Fair move. Get rid of the brother before he can snowball. So respond with just getting in the damage you can. The 2 to the base from the cars. They play the daughter, and that's not what you want to see here, especially with the aggro matchup. But we come back with the Darth Maul, the being able to attack 2 units at once.
Well, I can tell you what we don't want to see in an aggro matchup. It being on 6 resources, me and him only having 4 damage on base.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you don't want to see.
And your hand consisting of 5th brother, Kiadi Mundi, and a Secretive Sage. Not ideal.
I would have much preferred a Maul's lightsaber.
Especially with the Maul out on the field. We'll see how it goes.
He then decides to swing in the daughter to base. If he didn't have the force now, he definitely had it then.
Just going straight 5 to base, especially without the lightsaber. That's really the only option with the Maul. Get the damage you can out immediately. Don't even give him a chance to... Oh, but then he gets to restore 2 of it because of the daughter.
Yeah, that's definitely an ability that I didn't know at the time of playing. Read the board, kids. Sometimes it will save you.
Still have Karis up and the available Maul flip. And I believe you're both at 6 resources this game because he has not ramped at all. So he has used the Force once so far. So that puts him at 7 total Force and resource uses. He needs another 2 to be able to flip Karis this turn. So we'll see if you give it to him. I don't think it's actually possible because he can't generate the Force anymore. But we go ahead and flip the Darth Maul. And he plays the Obi-Wan and gave him the Sentinel in the way.
I really would have loved my Maul's lightsaber there. But instead we have Kiadi.
Kiadi Mundi comes down, threatening the next card they play to allow you to draw 2 cards, which is desperately needed with your current hand. They go ahead and claim, and they just use only half the resources. So you can go ahead and get rid of Obi, but still a little behind. Not where you want to be.
No, most certainly not. Pinging the damage to the daughter and Obi-Wan, although we were killing Obi-Wan.
Don't want to ping it to any of your own units.
That is a fair point.
Not right now, at least.
Because Maul forces you to ping, I have come to find out.
Yep. 2 more damage to the base. Generates yourself the force, but you already had it.
And I also got him to waste his force. And he couldn't flip.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's true. You are a little ahead on board state, but we will be going up to 7 resources this round. We'll see what happens. Did draw the Darth Tyrannus. Going ahead to put the 5th brother down. We got the Tyrannus and the... I believe that is the Talzin's Assassin.
Yep.
And he'll open it up, just going... Where will we go? 4 into Karis, taking the damage, putting him up to 3, giving you the opportunity to use the force to give the -2, and looks like you go ahead and do that.
Yeah, to get her down to
1 HP.
1 HP.
Allowing you to ping her. Get rid of her. And then did you attack into her or into base?
I went into base.
But with the on-attack ping, you can kill her before her opportunity to use the force to heal it. But it looks like he didn't take the damage.
Yeah, it looks like we didn't do that.
But you didn't... Oh,
there we go. There's my pointing.
Yep, there it is. Letting them know that the base total should go up to 12 here.
I was a little confused as to why, Mace Windu.
Drops the Mace Windu. It looks like he does blow up the resource to deal the damage. Or not blow up the resource, sorry, use the force. So similar to Wrecker.
That's little details.
The Tyrannus comes out, going ahead and ambushing. Taking the damage off from the shield. Kiadi goes into base, putting him at 17. Actually, the board state is looking pretty strong for you. So it's another 5 damage. Putting out a total of, was like 15 damage dealt that turn. Getting you in range to finish him off this turn.
And it looks like he goes ahead and scoops.
Yep, and that's game. That'll be game 2. So even without the lightsabers, you were able to close that one out. We'll see how game 3 goes.
Probably better than game 2.
So it looks like we're starting out with the Acolyte of the Force and the possible fallen lightsaber on turn 2. Damn it. We'll open up with the Jedi Counselor. The same opening we seen in game 1, and that was able to snowball him out of control, too much for you to handle. We'll see if we can stop him from getting that far in this game.
Well, I mean, it would take a godly draw in order to do that, because, hey, look at that. Force choke. My favorite card.
If we get rid of the fallen lightsaber here.
It was a painful decision, but, gotta have that force choke.
Getting rid of the counselor immediately. That's exactly what you want to see, but unfortunately you don't have the 2-drop to be able to play.
No. Unfortunately not, so resource utilization was...
And you should have the force, because I believe the Acolyte is... No, it's when on attack and when defeated. That's what it is.
Yep.
They go ahead and play Blue Leader. Not the best play here, especially since you don't have any space that you would like to play, even though you do have the Scimitar.
I do have that. And Blue Leader is only a 3/3, and with Talzin's Assassin in hand and 4 resources to make it worth it, who knows? Multiple roads I could take.
Probably go ahead, get rid of the Scimitar here. It's not the best play. Although, with the way that his deck is based, normally it might be if he didn't have the Blue Leader out. Eth Koth coming down, allowing him to be able to ramp up a little bit next turn.
Yeah, there you go. See me instantly use the force to try and avoid any damage possible.
Gaining the force back. Going next phase. 4 damage on base, starting on turn 3. We've got the Darth Maul legendary in hand. That's exactly what you want to see this turn. Maybe we'll be able to get a lightsaber or two. If you can get the Maul's lightsaber onto him, that's going to be a big swing.
It always is a big swing with Maul and his lightsaber. I mean, it's mostly why I built the deck. It's for that exact interaction.
And opponent takes a little bit to resource, but he gets figured out, and we'll see how he opens. He does have the initiative this turn. ETH Koth up, the force up. Could go ahead and trade it for Talzin and get the resource. And he does just that, taking out the Talzin's assassin and using the force to ramp himself up. That puts him at, I believe, 6 resources this turn. 1 use of the force, putting him at 7 total. Although I don't believe he will have any way to use the force 2 more times this phase.
Even generate it.
He could generate it once more, but not twice. Just goes out with the Poe Dameron. Very strong play here. He can go ahead and trade directly with the... Actually, not even trade. You'd get rid of the Maul here and survive.
It looks like we go ahead and go next due to that fact exactly.
We do have the Fell the Dragon in hand as well as a Karis, and we get rid of the Karis. That could have been 6 resources of play here.
There is a Rival's Fall in hand.
That is also an option because it is likely that Avar does come out this turn and she would be an 8-10 overwhelm. That's not something you want to see on the board for very long at all. But we do see the Fell the Dragon, which is a confusing play because we also got rid of the Karis, leaving those 2 resources useless.
You know what? I'm confused too.
Let me go ahead and look at the Karis and like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think
Why did I resource that?
Yeah, I think I was very confused myself. Maul taking a lot of damage, a lot of punishment there, so I decided to just go into base.
5 damage into base. 2 resources up, but nothing to play with them. It's in the resource pile. The Force though comes out, and we go ahead and discard the Ogdo Bogdo. That gets rid of the Maul. And all we have up is the Acolyte and the threat of Darth Maul flip.
Well, first, there's the threat of Darth Maul ping.
Go ahead and generate the Force with Avar. That makes 2 plus 7, so Avar does come out this turn. If they wanted to, but they go ahead and claim the initiative. Flip Maul, attack to base, and ping once.
I really didn't like Mace Windu being on the field. Drawing 5th Brother and a Fallen Lightsaber.
The lightsaber could be good here if you can get it onto Maul before he's defeated. That'll buff him up a lot, and there's no hard removal in red-green. And we resource the lightsaber. So it looks like we're going for the Rival's Fall and Avar, but I think it's a little too late in the game for us to be going for that. Oh, it's an immediate trade. That makes sense. Never mind. I didn't realize, because Maul only has 6 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much you can do there, especially with the Yoda coming out, healing up the base, regardless of if you could get the Maul up. That is devastating to see. And now every time he uses the Force, he's able to do damage. And there's the Rival's Fall, but it won't matter because the Avar comes out, leaving her with an 8-10 on her side and nothing on yours. This late into the game, you don't want to see that playing an aggressive deck like Maul.
Yes. But the way I built Maul, he's semi-hard control,
mid-range, you mean?
I meant to say that first.
We get the Power of the Dark Side. That's very nice to see there. And then they come out with the Great Dragon.
And then from here, I think it's just all downhill.
An uphill battle. Or downhill, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever hill the Great Dragon crawled out from.
Absolutely the last thing you want to see. We do have the Fell the Dragon to slow it down, but I'm not sure that'll be enough at this stage in the game.
Resourcing. What was that? Oh my god, that was playing really fast.
With the Fell the Dragon coming out, getting rid of the Crate Dragon. 4 damage to the base.
I'm just like moving.
4 more resources, but do we have anything to play here?
Well, we gotta see what he plays with all of his resources.
That's a lot of resources, not what you want to see. Home 1 comes out, and the game is just over from here. Brings back a Poe Dameron. This is not a board state you want to see. And you go with the Ogdo Bogdo. That's a. I think that might not be able to get you out of this.
Yeah, no. Definitely a very hard board to try and get back. But Ogdo can trade with Poe.
I don't even know why you didn't scoop here.
There was still hope.
Hope for what?
I think I just wanted to play. Let's see, what did I have in hand? I think I had my Darth Vader in hand. I think I just wanted to play my Darth Vader. Which honestly may need a. Why did I swing in?
Yeah, that's 5 onto your base. 3 damage. He could have pinged with Poe. It wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have changed the total.
No, I really want to know. But hey, there we go. There's
Darth Vader for the flag.
Vader. You may have beaten me, but I have a Darth Vader. A shiny one.
And another Yoda. This is just brutal. An absolute beatdown. And that gets rid of the Vader because...
There we go. There it is. There's the scoop. Should have happened way sooner. Moving on to Anakin Blue.
Now, Anakin's a very interesting leader. You can play dark side events. Or, I'm sorry, villainous events. Is that what the trade is called?
Villain events. Yeah, villainy. It's called villainy.
Villainy events, as long as you use the Force to do so.
So his focus sleeves just made it all the better.
It can make for very interesting combinations. You can play Luke Skywalker as well as any color of villainy event, allowing you to play Overwhelming Barrage, Force Choke, Force Lightning, all sorts of stuff.
Super Laser Blast. As I have foreseen.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think you would ever play as I have foreseen, though. Not in this deck.
No. I just wanted to see how many,
Going into base with Karis, generating the Force.
Just one kind.
Mm-hmm. Secret Stage right to base, 2/2. Spending the 2 resources for a Secretive Stage of our own.
I need that board state.
And they come out with the Restored Arc. Both of you have 1 resource up. Use the Maul to ping both, getting rid of the Secretive Sage's shield and dealing 1 to the Restored Arc. That does mean next turn. Oh, well, never mind. You don't even need next turn. Force Choke comes out and finishes them off for you.
They gotta make use of that 1 resource somehow.
Gets rid of the 5th brother, leaving you with Karis, a lightsaber, and the legendary Maul unit that can attack 2 units at once.
I think that was a Talzin's Assassin. Yeah, that's a Talzin's Assassin.
Oh, yes. Talzin's Assassin, not Karis.
My favorite card.
Of course, every card's your favorite card.
I have a lot of favorites. You know what's my least favorite card? I don't know. Probably something in Avar Chris.
2 damage base, generating the Force. Putting the total to 5 damage on base. I don't know why it says 3. Oh.
Yeah, the Restored Arc. And then the Iterate Warrior, just get him back down to 0.
Yep, that'll do it. Get him right back down. The ping does come out, gets rid of the shield, making this the warrior much less valuable here, and nearly brings the restored arc to death. That will be useful next round.
That just -3/-3 the Jedi.
Get rid of her right away. This is a board state you want to see here. Threatening 8 total damage this turn. Possibly more if a lightsaber comes down. But I believe we're going to go with the Maul here, which would make sense. 4 damage immediately to the base. Exactly what you want to do. Get all the damage in as quickly as possible. Anakin goes out. You see the flip. Darth Maul pings both, gets rid of the restored arc, gets 1 damage onto the Anakin, 4 to base from Anakin, putting you up to 11 total damage. But you do have the board state. 2 damage to base from Cars. He uses the Force to play out Overwhelming Barrage, and that's going to be a tough blow from our opponent here. Getting rid of both your Talzin's Assassin and the readied Secretive Sage. Gets the Darth Maul out.
And if the draws are good, maybe there's Maul's lightsaber.
We see the Darth Tyrannus go away. And I do believe your base is wrong, because currently it says 10 damage, but there's 11 total on base. The Anakin gets rid immediately of the Darth Maul. That is a really tough play here, but we do get the leader flip, and we have the lightsaber in hand. And that's what we're going with, the Fallen Lightsaber onto Darth Maul, bringing him up to an 8 total attack power with 2 damage pings to both of your opponent's units.
Also swinging for 8, doesn't hurt.
Not at all. Not at all.
It hurts them, not me. I have to triple check what my base's HP's at.
And it does say the correct damage now. It says 14 total.
And then he goes ahead and attacks my base.
With his hand for 8. Attacking your life points directly there.
Just wait till he sees my blue eyes. Or red eyes, dark
the
force
choke and the Ki-Adi-Mundi in hand. That's a good combination of cards to have with 7 resources available. I do believe it's 7. Can go ahead and play both of them there. Go ahead and get rid of the Maul with the lightsaber with Force Lightning. That's exactly the type of play you want to see from the Anakin. But the Force Choke comes out, gets rid of the other Anakin.
It was out of hand, honestly. There were 2 of them. Placing my X in the right spot.
Five resources to get the Ki-Adi-Mundi out.
I don't know what I did with my cars to put an X on her, but it's fused durability or something.
And that'll be 4 more damage to base from the units on board. I believe our opponent claimed initiative. And yep, that'll go.
I think we're taking it back because I really thought that through. Swinging Vicaris to kill her.
As well as kill Anakin, and then 2 more to the base.
Yep, with the -2/-2, and then regenerating the Force with the Acolyte from Beyond's attack. Because up until then, it was an even race.
Alright, we do have the Talzin's Assassin and the Felder Dragon. Not a bad combination of plays here, but I don't believe you resource here because you don't have many cards in hand. So you want all the options available. There's a couple ways you could get rid of this Obi-Wan here. You could ping with Darth Maul in combination with the Kiadi Mundi. Although I believe that there was a little bit of a sequencing error here because otherwise you would have been able to regenerate the Force with the Kiadi Mundi. But it won't matter because you have Acolyte up regardless. The opponent comes out with another Force Lightning to get rid of...
Decisions.
Nope, they just go ahead and play the Force Stroke instead and get rid of the Kiadi Mundi, which makes sense.
And then I draw a Force Throw. Everybody's favorite card this set.
Which will be useful here. It will actually be relevant because you can now Force Throw the opponent and get rid of it. But instead we go ahead and use the Talzin's Assassin. You get the two to base, restoring the Force, leaving you 3 resources, but not much to spend them on currently. Another Force Throw and the power of the dark side. So I think
Behold, hard control.
I think this is probably over here, just with the fact that you do threaten 6 damage. It won't finish them off this turn, but anything they do play will be gotten rid of by either Power of the Dark Side, Fell the Dragon, or the 2 Force Throws in hand.
I think I really wanted to see a lightsaber there.
I mean, regardless, it doesn't matter how much resources he spends, which he spends quite a lot of them.
Redemption, that does change the board state a little bit, heals him up what looks to be 8 damage, would make sense. He wants to get himself back into it a little bit here. So the 8 damage goes on to Redemption, and the Force Throw will come out and get rid of him. Doesn't really matter what he chooses to discard here, anything will really get rid of him, unless he has a 0 cost. The Force Lightning goes ahead and finishes off the Redemption. The 1 Oh, it doesn't. I was talking crazy this whole time. He did the math well, but the Maul Ping will finish him off regardless.
We into base for that deadly 6. Which, at the end of the day, he was still better off than when he had started that turn.
Although he does not have anything on the board to get him back into this, so we'll see how it goes. And you still have a lot of control options here. But you didn't play anything else because all you had was the hard control.
Well, now I have 5th Brother. And what looks to be a 5-cost dark side unit. That's my Maul.
Yep, the legendary Maul unit. The opponent opens up with a Luke Skywalker. We can respond easily here with the power of the dark side. And that is exactly what we'll do. Get rid of him immediately. Not allow any of that restore to come online. And we'll keep talking because now they have the Yaddle. We go 4 to base. 23, giving you lethal? No, not unless you play more. There we go. Giving you lethal next turn with between the Maul and the Talzin's Assassin. So we'll see if he has anything to say about that.
Yeah, because all it takes is one swing from Maul with these 28 HP bases.
He does have to find some way to restore the base immediately here, but that will... If he chooses Yaddle, it won't be enough because the Talzin's Assassin will still finish the base off. We do have the Anakin to get rid of the Maul.
Again, because that happened earlier in this round.
But the Fallen Lightsaber is an option as well as...
Maul's lightsaber.
Oh, Maul's lightsaber is an option. That would have been... We do have the 5th Brother come out. 2 to base, restore 1. But with the lightsaber in hand, that would be enough with Talzin's Assassin to finish the game off. And they have the Shatter Point, just in case there. That's not what you want to see. They are clawing their way back into this. You also only have 8 HP remaining. Which means the opponent now has lethal, and you do not.
Yeah, I definitely fumbled the bag there, deciding to force... Well, force throw wasn't a fumble, but, you know. Killing Yaddle, trying to get rid of that lethal in any way possible.
They no longer have lethal unless they have some sort of pump here.
I don't think there's any dark side pump. I mean, he could play Overwhelming Barrage, kill my board,
and have lethal. They do have the initiative, so we'll see how they go ahead and attempt to close out this game here.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Palpatine's return, and I think we're going to go ahead and see Luke come out, get rid of the fifth brother. This is not looking good. The opponent may have found a way back into this. Fel the Dragon does get rid of the active Anakin. And Ki-Adi-Mundi comes out. Still just barely not lethal, and they do have the Restore 3 up this turn.
Yeah, and at this point I think I was out of my control cards.
Oh, and there comes the 6 to base, and the Restore 3. And now you're in a really bad spot. Do get back up to 24 damage. We'll see if they have any way to restore here. You could gamble and claim. They have the chariot will make it not possible to claim anymore.
I clearly caught on to that.
The Tyrannus comes out, reducing the chariot. Ooh, maybe not, because the chariot ability can proc here, causing him to take only 2 damage from the Tyrannus ambush.
And there's the scoop.
Yep, and somehow they clawed their way back into that game 1 and finished you off. The Restore there can be deadly from the Redemption as well as the Lukes. And the Chariot Sentinel just to stop you from claiming.
I wonder if he sleeked his cards upside down.
The Yaddle comes out with the Prestige art. Very nice art. I mean, not the best I've seen, but it's definitely nice to have the Prestige. Yaddle is definitely a strong card from this set.
I mean, the 2/2/4 Restore 1 on attack.
Already a 2/2/4 with Restore 1 would be crazy, but the on-attack ability just allowing you to give your other units that have the Jedi tag Restore 1 as well is very strong.
Oh, she has to attack first. Okay. I thought she just gave it.
Yep, does have to trigger it with an on-attack. Ogdo Bogdo comes out. He'll come out as a 5/4 after you ping him with Maul. Very strong. The opponent does go ahead and play Force Lightning, I believe, to get rid of the Ogdo. It looks like we're going to have... Oh, yeah. He can do the 4 damage there. Yep, there goes the Ogdo Bogdo.
Not a great start.
Going up to 4 here. The Tyrannus comes out, gets rid of the Yaddle, shuts down that Restoring. And the Chariot comes out as well. And they do not have the Force because they weren't able to attack.
When Carson's a Chariot, she doesn't quite die, but I do regenerate the Force.
Which will allow you to either sacrifice Karis next turn with the -2/-2 ability.
Oh, looks like she died, and that's exactly what we did.
How did she die there?
I believe with Maul? I don't quite know.
Confusing.
Because Chariot does 3 damage. I believe I pinged Chariot and her.
But then Chariot would still only have 3 damage on. So that doesn't make too much sense there, because you have to use the Force. Might have been a mistake.
Possibly. Fifth Brother's on field. Using the Force, pinging Anakin, pinging him. Trying to use that snowball.
Anakin, he does drop on 5 resources with a just overall good stat line of 4-6. Alright, going up 6 resources. The Maul does flip this turn.
Looks like we'll be sacking Fifth Brother.
To get rid of the Anakin immediately, which is probably a great trade there. Sacrificing the 3 cost, getting rid of their leader. The Maul comes out. We do have Acolyte, Ogdo Bogdo, and what looks to be a lightsaber there. And that's exactly what you want to see. Waiting to see if he would play another unit. But the ambush will go into Yoda. Getting rid of him. The opponent will draw a card from the Yoda's trigger there.
Yeah, but he's also taking 6 overwhelm.
We'll deal 6 overwhelm damage to the base. Putting them up to 7. And leaving your Maul with a 9-6 stat line. After the 2 damage.
Which really isn't bad, drawing Force Choke and Power of the Dark Side.
This is exactly what you want to see here. Not drawing those lightsabers can be absolutely brutal in this deck. You want to see a Maul's lightsaber by your flip turn.
Fallen lightsaber's okay to have.
And it looks like we have the Maul Legendary unit in hand, as well as the Force Throw and the Power of the Dark Side.
Playing a Restored Arc. Oh, wait.
No, they already have
Yeah,
that.
it was always there.
Just never picked
How did I miss that?
Power of the Dark Side gets rid of Ogdo Bogdo.
Can't let it get rid of my Maul. He's swinging in for 9.
Maul goes into base for 9. Bringing them up to 16 total damage. Where did that 3rd damage come from?
Maul has to ping a unit and ping another unit.
I see. So he had to ping himself there. The Restore 1 coming from the Restored Arc.
Looks like we go ahead and play Maul.
Darth Maul Legendary. And we have the Chariot come up as well. Force Choke comes out, instantly getting rid of the Chariot. It's really strong play there that you can do. The Chariot has no way to mitigate that damage.
I do not like that card. It tends to thwart an aggro deck.
Chariot unanswered can be a very big problem.
And again, 2 Mauls unanswered can be a big problem. Board stayed in my favor. And it looks like the opponent went ahead and scooped.
And on to game 3 we go. The final game of this night. Opening hand of the Acolyte. They open up with Yaddle again.
I think we have a Force Choke and a Secretive Sage, so that's a possible play. Yeah, getting rid of the Fallen Lightsaber, that's most definitely the play I probably went for.
Yep, you want to see, that's probably the best play you can make here. Get rid of the Restore and his options to generate the Force. 2 to base, generating the Force yourself.
Although, do I wait to see what he plays for his... There we go, there it is, waiting to see what he plays. Yep, the Secretive Sage and Force Choke. I'm just wondering, what did I decide to Force Choke?
The Yoda would probably be the better option here, just because he costs more and restores more. Yep, that's exactly what we'll see here.
Also, turn 4, and I do have a Dooku in hand.
Turn 3.
4 resources. You know what I mean. You see me almost make the biggest mistake of my life.
I would have kept the Fell the Dragon there, because it looks like you decided to choose the Whirlwind of Power over the Fell. I do believe Fell is more valuable when the opponent has units like Luke Skywalker or Anakin.
Deciding not to swing Yaddle in.
And out comes the Internet Warrior. Restoring 3 from the base, 4/4 shielded. Tyrannus comes out, shielded as well. I believe gets rid of the Yaddle, which makes sense here.
Yeah, every point I've seen a Yaddle, and during this 3-game series with Anakin, I used Tyrannus to kill her.
And that's 4 more damage to the base.
What do you mean? I had to restart. It's just 4 damage to base. In a very nice board state.
Going up to 5 resources. And I don't know what we have in hand there. We do have the Maul unit to play this turn. You go ahead and get rid of the Dooku, lowering the amount of damage you do.
I see the opponent thinking of flipping Anakin, but instead playing a Yaddle.
All 5 resources come out here for the Darth Maul. And they play the Yoda, so they have the Yoda and the Yaddle out again this game. For the second time. A lot of restore threatened next turn. But because they didn't attack your base, you do have the option to attack 2 units with the Maul. And you draw into the Maul's lightsaber. This will be a very big swing here. And with the initiative in your favor, we won't see any restoring coming out of this match unless they have a redemption.
Yeah, there I go. Instantly throwing out.
Oh, well, they can't play. They can't play redemption either way. And the ambush, I believe, into the weaker units, which makes sense. The Yoda and the Yaddle.
And it does overwhelm for both of those attacks.
Meaning 10 total overwhelm damage goes into base, bringing the life total to 18.
That's getting value out of Maul, because him only being 9 attack, I did better than what I would have done if I just swung into base.
And you get rid of a total of...
If he swings in with Yaddle first.
6 restore.
Yeah.
6 restore off of the board. 6 potential restore. 1 from the Anakin, 1 from the Yaddle, and 3 from the Yoda.
All because of Maul and his lightsaber.
Overwhelming Barrage comes out, I assume, to finish off the Maul and get rid of the Acolyte.
Well, yeah, because you certainly don't want that Maul staying in play for too long. That's 9 damage you're risking there.
It already got its value, though. Got its weight in gold there.
Yeah, but you see me swinging in with Secretive Sage to bring him up to that 20.
And then Maul can flip and equip the lightsaber for lethal here. And he doesn't have any more resources to possibly deal with it other than maybe a Force Choke, which still would not kill Darth Maul.
No, but I was definitely scared of it, so I was waiting for him to claim, hence why I did the pinging. Then I flipped. Then we lethal.
And that'll be game.
Overall, I really like the Maul deck. It was very fun to play. By I mean fun to play, I mean it was fun playing a Darth Maul, throwing a Maul's lightsaber on it, and doing nothing else.
Definitely a lot of things you can run into here. It has good matchups. It has some bad matchups. The hard control is a little bit of an issue, and the decks with a lot of late game. If they can stave your damage off, it can get very tough after 6 through 8 resources is just where you start to fall off.
Yeah, which is why I'm contemplating. Got a couple of store showdowns and such. I really like TAT. But yeah, got to see what we got to do. With that,
hope you enjoyed the matches, and we'll be back with more games, online tournaments, all sorts of stuff. So go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more.
Adios.